heart that it's largely in part because of the men and women who have served our country in the military. So it's a special day. This is going to be a great program. I've heard them practicing all day. And at this time, if you will please stand for the presentation of the colors. Our colors will be presented today by the Hermosa American Legion Battle Creek Post number 303. And please remain standing until the colors are posted.
Please rise, remove cover, and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join us in singing for the national anthem. You may be seated. We don't know them all, but we owe them all. The following are those veterans who have joined us today. Please rise when your name is called, or if you are unable to rise, please raise your hand so that we may guard our appreciation for your service and your dedication and your direction.
Casey Trandom, Air Force.
James Jones, Army.
Gary Burkhart, Army.
Marvin Bishop, Air Force.
Gail Davis, Navy.
Matt McPhee, Army.
Grayson Trandom, Air Force.
Tom Gunnell, Army.
Steve Pierce, Air Force.
Rick McDonald, Air Force.
Rob Jackson, Army.
Sherry Hawk, Navy.
Doug Kimball, U.S. Marine.
Graham Hammond, Army.
Robert Hiking, Navy. Sorry.
Brian Carey, Army.
Bill Kelly, Air Force.
Jason Breston, Army.
Kenneth Fortune, Army.
Rosita Custer, Air Force.
Gary Arledge, Air Force. Trevor Olson, Army. Okay. During the song, Marches of the Armed Forces, please rise when your branch song is played.
afternoon. First things first, thanks for a wonderful showing, all the veterans that are here, and everybody to support us. The table that is over there by Bob King right now is the POW-MIA Remembrance Table. The table is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his or her suppressors. The tablecloth, being white, is symbolic of the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. A single rose in the base signifies the blood that may have been shed in the sacrifice to ensure our freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose also reminds us of the family and friends of our missing comrades who keep faith while awaiting their return. The red ribbon that's on the base there represents the red ribbons worn by the lapels of thousands who demand, with unyielding determination, a proper account for our comrades who are not among us. A slice of lemon on the plate reminds us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled on the plate reminds us of the countless fallen tears and families that they wait. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us at this time. The chair is empty. They are not here. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope, which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home and away from their captors, to open the arms of a grateful nation. The American flag reminds us that many of them may never return and have paid the supreme sacrifice to ensure our freedom. Let us pray to the Supreme Commander that all of our comrades will soon be back with our ranks. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifice. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families. Now I'm going to break from this for just a second. I want to ask everybody to stand, remove your hats for 1 minute in remembrance of all that have given their lives in support of our country. God bless you all. Please be seated.
Before I introduce Bill Kelly, I would like to take just a second. This last month I was able to go back to Washington, D.C. because my son's stationed there. He's a Marine. And I got to tour Fort McHenry. I hope I have that right, where it's the site of the battle that inspired the Star Spangled Banner. And so when it started playing today, I was just like, oh, wow. Because it was fabulous to get to stand on the actual mounds that protected them from their fights and to, see some of the real artifacts from that time. And I think as an adult, we realize how important history is. As a kid, I was pretty normal, and if we just got through the class, we were excited. So I guess I just encourage all the students, when you're learning about the history of the nation, hopefully we can make it as real to you as possible, because as an adult that was really powerful, and when I heard the band play it, it just really struck a chord. And Delano, it was just fabulous. Thank you. Oh, I'm embarrassed, I'm sorry. When I realized I had to go after taps, I was like, okay, don't cry. So, all right. So now I would like to, first of all, thank all the veterans that bless our school. It is so powerful for you to come in and tell your stories, show your books, and share yourselves with our students. They are so very fortunate, and I would like to give a big, big thank you for doing that. And now I get to introduce one of the veterans that is in our school for lots of different reasons, and we just love that he's here. He is retired Senior Master Sergeant Bill Kelly.
Thanks, Lori. Yeah, she says that I've been around here for a lot of years. Well, I moved to this community in 1973. My kids went to school here. I ended up working here, but that was a long time ago. I've been gone for 13 years. Some of you weren't even born then. But Veterans Day, I want to talk about it real quick. Like, it's for years and years and years, it was not Veterans Day, it was called Armistice Day, because of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in a place called Versailles in France, where they signed the treaty to end World War I. Our neighbors to the north, Canada, call it Remembrance Day. Great Britain calls it Remembrance Day. But you know, there's a lot of wars that have gone on since that treaty was signed. And we still have over 35,000 World War II veterans still alive today. Not counting what's going on with the Korean veterans and people like Marv Bishop here, who was in the Vietnam War and the Korean War. I'm like, no, but the Vietnam War. And he's got some stories that can be told. And, but my point being is that Armistice Day was the 11th day of the 11th month. And then we changed it to Veterans Day to honor all the veterans from all the wars. Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about those guys and gals that stood up here earlier. I'm talking about your moms, your dads that have joined the service. I'm talking about grandmas and grandpas. I'm talking about everybody that has served in the armed forces to support the Constitution of the United States of America. The bottom line, this is, as was said earlier this afternoon, this is the greatest country in the world, and be proud of it. And it's because of guys and gals that have given their all. And I asked for that moment of silence earlier because they did give their all. We're lucky enough to be alive today because of people like them. And our job today is to support the veteran. But I know people will say, wow, what's he trying to do, sell something? No. But I'll tell you this much, the American Legion, Post 303 here in Hermosa is very proud of Hermosa, it's very proud of the school here, it's proud of the community, and we'll do anything to help anybody that needs it. Veterans are the best group of people. I can go anywhere in the country, and I run into people that I know, people that I don't know, and some of you have seen us around town here wearing a baseball cap that says, we support our veterans. And if you leave Hermosa area, leave the Rapid City area, you go somewhere else and they, oh, are you a veteran? And you say, yes. And they turn around and say, I'm a veteran too. You've got a friend for life right there. So today is Veterans Day because we're here to honor all veterans. And we're here to honor your moms, your dads, and aunts and uncles, your brothers, your sisters, anybody that has taken the oath to support the Constitution of the United States of America. Battle Creek Post 303 would like to say thank you to everybody. And tonight, we're having a chili feed down at the Legion Hall. So that's my sale tonight. Come on down and have a free bowl of chili. I also have chicken noodle soup and chicken with rice soup for those gluten-free diets. 5 to 7. You're all welcome. Come on down and enjoy yourself. There's several veterans around here that would be glad to answer any questions about their past history. Yes, I spent 27 years in the Air Force. I'm proud of it. I have friends all over the country. And I get harassed by the Navy, I get harassed by the Army, but I still love them. Everybody's great. Veterans are all a proud group. Remember, it started out as Armistice Day, and it was finally changed over to Veterans Day to support all the veterans from all the wars. And that time period between wars also, because those veterans are now eligible to join the American Legion. There's no restrictions anymore. Congress has passed a bill to change it. And even our preamble, when it talked about the great wars that we have fought in, well now it says all conflicts and all wars. So I want to thank you for coming today. I want to thank you for a wonderful crowd. I want to thank every veteran in here, especially I want to thank the parents, the family members who have a relative that has been lost because of the wars and that. So God bless you all, and let's enjoy the day.
If everybody could stand up for God Bless America.
We would like to invite veterans and their families to a reception in honor of our small gym, and we would like to thank you everyone for coming today.
At this time, if you would please stand as Post 303 retires the colors. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired. Thank you. You may be seated. I want to thank you all for coming today. I especially want to thank the students that sat here so quietly. That's not easy to do. I'd like to thank all the students that participated in the program. I'd like to give a big thank you to Mrs. Hanson. She puts in countless hours to make this work. Let's give her a big hand. I would like to thank the Veterans Day Committee that planned this. I'd like to thank all the staff that decorated their doors and whoever decorated my doors because I'm not that artistic. And I'd especially like to thank all the veterans and their families that attended today. As I said at the beginning, this country would not be how it is without you. So thank you all. And as Tyler said, there's a reception in the small gym. Please go have some cake, and thank you for coming. Have a great day.